Hi, I'm Tom Lydon, editor of ETF Trends, and I'm here with Deborah Frame, president of Frame Global Asset Management. Deborah, great seeing you.
Great to see you, Tom.
Now, you've been in this business for a while. You've not only been an ETF expert, but also an asset management expert. But most recently, you've launched Frame Global Asset Management. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And tell us a little bit about your company and how you work with advisors.
Okay, so Frame Global Asset Management is a new ETF strategy firm. We're based out of Toronto, Canada. I've always worked out of Toronto, but as you mentioned, I've got a long history in the investment industry and in the last 6 years working with ETFs. And Toronto's a great global center. Most of the time I have been involved in this sort of global world, and our portfolios that Frame Global Management has created are exposing the models to global asset classes. ETFs is the perfect way to do that. The focus is on minimizing downside risk. So unlike traditional ways of measuring risk, which is volatility, which includes upside deviation, which we don't really think of as risk, and downside deviation, which we do. So our portfolios are focused on avoiding losses, and we have different levels of risk measured that way. So we offer 4 portfolios. We also have a portfolio with dividend income, and it's modeled after the more conservative portfolio. And these are offered to advisors across the country. We have an exclusive relationship with Dundee Global Investment Management, which is a large wealth management firm in Canada. Dundee was involved in the mutual fund business for a long time. They recently sold that to a Canadian bank, and their new focus is on alternatives. They're using the ETF strategies that we are creating as the core. We know in Canada especially that this is something that's really desired. Canada's been a little bit behind the US in adapting to ETF strategies, some of that because of some regulatory and infrastructure reasons. But now, we know the timing is perfect, and we've seen a lot of interest, in the adoption levels very, very high. So,
and you folks, again, not only in Canada, but you're working with advisors here in the US, and a lot of the same ETFs might have a different ticker symbol, but in many cases they're designed the same, so they work very well in your overall analysis.
It's very seamless working in Canada or in the US, and as I say, because our focus is global, we use exchange-traded funds. The majority of them are US denominated, although we get exposure to other countries through them. But we also use Canadian ETFs in the models and consider other ETFs as well. We look at currency hedges where that's applicable, and that's very easy to do. We take a view to hedge or not hedge depending on the opportunities, but there's all kinds of flexibility using them, which is the beauty of the whole ETF structure.
Well, it sounds like your global perspective, and especially everything that's going on in the world today, more and more advisors are needing that extra support in portfolio construction, and I know you're going to be very successful. So
thank you.
It's great seeing you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.